Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 5 of San Remo's World Pasta Month 2020 celebration. I'm your host, Valerie Tan, and I'm very pleased to be here and celebrate with all of you today. It is Friday and it is the weekend, and I assure you we will start the weekend right. For the newcomers and first timers here, you are all very welcome. You know what, guys? We've had such a great World Pasta Month. So we decided to go for a little bit of an encore celebration as we head into the holidays. And of course, for those of you who do not know, last month was World Pasta Month 2020, and San Remo held a month-long celebration series of dazzling and delectable cooking demonstrations from mommy influencers. We also had homemakers and even culinary experts, where they will demonstrate pasta in its many wonderful varieties. We've actually had 4 unbelievably delightful virtual cooking demonstrations done by Patty Mulak, Chef Happy Ong Pao Couture, Chef Jose Sarasola, and Mommy Mish. And if you were not able to watch these, you may do so on San Remo Philippines YouTube channel. Now, I want to get to know you guys a little bit more, so I have a question for all of you before we begin today. What is your idea of a perfect pasta? When you think of a perfect pasta, ano yung una nyong naiisip? Personally, for me, I want to share, like, gusto ko yung cook just right, al dente. Tapos lots and lots of cheese sprinkled on top. Oh my God, nagugutom na ako. So let me read your comments, okay? Okay, we have here the perfect pasta for me. Let me check. The perfect pasta for me doesn't have to be that bongga, but it's just very comforting and heartwarming. Yan. Ako, ang sarap nga nun. And also from Sarah, I think perfect pasta for me is healthy. Yes, tama, dapat healthy rin. And from AC Climaco, gusto din niya lots of cheese just like me. Thank you so much for sharing your version of the perfect pasta, guys. And for our encore celebration, it's all about Pasta Perfect, featuring San Remo's gluten-free pasta family, which is, of course, the perfect pasta for people with dietary restrictions or gluten intolerance. More importantly, because we believe pasta is meant to be shared with everyone. And of course, no one gets left behind. This is the meaning of pasta for San Remo. Now, guys, let's get this celebration started by introducing our pasta aficionado for today. She's a former beauty queen who carried the country's banner proudly as the 1985 Binibining Pilipinas International. Now she has traded the runway for the kitchen and reinvented herself as a culinary queen. My dear friends and family, let's all give a warm round of virtual applause for our guest, the founder of Sabrina's Kitchen, the beautiful Miss Sabrina Artadi. Hi.
Hi, hello there. Do you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, loud and clear. How are you looking? So beautiful, of course. Hi,
Oh,
how are you
thank
today?
you. Thank you. Super. It's a beautiful, sunny, glorious day. So, what's not to love about it, right?
That is right. And another reason to love today is because you have prepared 2 dishes for us, healthy pero delicious pasta dishes. Can you tell us about this first one?
Well, I love the Sanremo gluten freeze. And of course, I'm inspired to do more pasta, especially for our diabetics, right out there and those who have high sugar problems. I created my first dish is, of course, a malunggay pesto pasta. The Philippines and malunggay, right? So why not? Malunggay and Sanremo's gluten-free, wonderful fettuccine pasta, beautiful, delicious. I promise you, you will love it. Check it out.
Yeah. Show us how it's done, Miss Sab.
Well, basically, it's your malunggay. You put in a blender. You'll see the ingredients over there. 2 cups of malunggay in a blender. Some beautiful La Española lemon olive oil in there. Of course, I've got some cream, garlic in there, Italian seasoning. You blend that all up, right? And pour that onto your wonderful, already cooked fettuccine, which happens to be gluten-free. So, and then we top that off with just some mushrooms and some chicken. So for the vegans out there, you can so have this dish as well and switch your cream to cocoa cream. That's vegan. And of course, just choose mushrooms. So something for everyone, as you said, Val, nobody gets left behind.
Yes, that is right. Okay, let's find out more how you prepare this dish.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? Isn't it exciting this entire month, pasta month? I mean, everybody loves pasta, right? You've heard that before, but I really love it when pasta creations come out with gluten-free. And so I'm excited to share a wonderful recipe with you. You can see I've got malunggay here. Malunggay is really the star of the show, with complemented, of course, by our gluten-free pasta. So what am I going to use? I'm going to use a gluten-free fettuccine, right? I promise you can't tell the difference. I had to check the box twice because I couldn't believe it's gluten-free. Isn't that fantastic? So for all the diabetics out there, all those who want to cut their gluten, and we should, because that's a pretty serious problem in the country, let's stick to our gluten-frees and you can have your cake and eat it too. Anyway, let's get to my recipe. I'm going to be creating a malunggay pesto pasta. And part of my ingredients, I'm doing a vegan version. Of course, I still have my chicken bits and my mushroom bits, but I'm going to use some cocoa cream. Now, for those of you who aren't really vegan and aren't particular, by the way, this is gluten-free gluten-free cocoa cream. So it's double whammy. It's great, and it's of course vegan. But for the non-vegans out there, you can so use yogurt, of course. You can use cream, you know, whatever cream you prefer. But I'm going to use my cocoa cream. It's actually brilliant, and it brings the flavor, you know, that bitter, sort of like sour flavor of malunggay, that spice. It brings it down to an umami, so it complements it brilliantly well. So I'm going to start in my blender with 2 cups of malunggay leaves. Okay, malunggay fights diabetes. So if we're going gluten-free, let's go all the way. This is medicine. Everybody, you know, I'm really makulit about this. And we moms are trying our best to feed our family nutrition and health. We do not want the ambulance outside our door. Okay, so I'm serious. This is medicine. It's all here. From the calcium, the potassium, the anti-depressants, it's energy boost, oh my gosh, skin glow, weight loss. It's just all here. Virus fighting. I can go on and on with the benefits of malunggay. And actually, it's free. Huh? It's free. So let's put in 2 cups of wonderful malunggay leaves. Remove the stem, please. Okay. And then I'm going to throw in a cup of cocoa cream. Okay. Wonderful gluten-free cocoa cream into that. Nice and thick, nice and rich. So it's going to complement that. Lovely. And then, of course, for those of you who want to blanch your malunggay, by all means, I'm going to go straight up because I love the malunggay bite. But some of you can blanch it. So that's just 10 minutes of boiling water. And then you put your malunggay in and remove it right away. So you want your color green, huh? Because if you cook malunggay too much, then it becomes black. The color becomes black. And color is crucial for this beautiful dish. So what else am I putting in here? I'm putting in about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Now the Italian seasoning brings that Italian flavor and vibe back into this malunggay pesto. And then of course with that, I can't do without, of course, I'm using about 1/3 to 1/2 cup of basil olive oil, my La Española basil olive oil, of course. And then I'm also adding about 1/3 to 1/2 cup of my lemon, you know, La Española lemon olive oil. So all that is going to complement my malunggay. Don't forget to salt and pepper. All right, guys. So that should be about enough with my basil. I'm loving these bottles, seriously. So So even while I'm cooking, it's like drizzling down exactly what I need. Okay, so about 1/3 to 1/2 cup. You can really adjust this. So I have a basic recipe which we're sharing with you, but you can so adjust it to your taste. Taste it, okay? And then you decide. You want to put maybe a little bit of cocoa sugar in this, which is also safe for diabetes. It's healthy. Go ahead, right? In fact, I'm probably going to do that. What else do I need into this? As I said, salt, naturally. We need salt and pepper, right? Probably about 1/2 teaspoon to 3/4 of a teaspoon of rock salt. And then, of course, my pepper. Lovely pepper. So use any blender will do, right? Use the sturdy blenders. I'm kind of loving this one because it gives it a nice puree. Okay. So, of course, I'm putting in a little bit of garlic in there. The rest I'll save for my saute. A little bit of garlic. And then let's start to blend. All right, where is my cup? Oh, here it is. Okay, let's blend. So, that's going to be the sauce, my pesto. Look at that beautiful green. All right, smoothie consistency. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So here you have all these anti-inflammatory goodness, potassium, magnesium, vitamins, and minerals, calcium for strong bones. I mean, right? It's just all here. And that beautiful green color tells you it's so good for you. You know that's going to wrap beautifully well around our gluten-free fettuccine pasta. Okay. So, that's about it. That's about it. Let me share that with you. Let me share that beauty with you so you know how that's looking. And it's just smelling so beautiful. So that cocoa cream is coming through with the malunggay, all right? I know what you're thinking. I'm gonna make this. You know, you can put this on anything in sandwiches. You can put this in your lasagna as well. Go for it, okay? So I'm gonna start now to just saute quickly my chicken and mushrooms. It's gonna go on top, right? Of course, I'm gonna probably want some tomatoes to this as well when you decorate. So let's just do a quick saute of that. Now here's where we put our garlic and onions. Again, you know, guys, garlic and onions fight disease, fight bacteria. It's so important for us. So please, please, please don't exclude this from your everyday cooking, all right? Once again, I just salt and pepper this because that's gonna go on top. So I could mix this into my pasta, but I wanna see that color. That's up to you. You can so mix this already into your pasta. But I really, really wanna see my color, right? Okay, let's see. A little bit more of that beautiful lemon oil, olive oil. Mushroom for vegans, then forget the chicken, just use the mushroom. But I tell you, mommies, you can so do any leftover adobo, you know, any leftover meats you want, leftover seafood. It's a very, very versatile recipe. You can switch it up, right? You can't go wrong. Come on. Cheese, cream, great pasta. Come on. Oh, it's smelling lovely. Of course, I'm gonna need some pepper. Lovely black pepper to this. And guess what? We're ready to play. Now we move on to our pink salad. So now you're gonna know my secret. I love colorful food. Okay, I do. Okay. So let me remove my cooker. Get this out of the way so we can plate. Hold on. Do you like my decor? I've got malunggay, I've got alubati going on here. Fun. Buhay nanay, I love it. Okay. So here's a pretty dish. Here's a pretty dish, guys. And I'm gonna put in my pasta. So I have, of course, my already boiled, beautiful fettuccine, gluten-free fettuccine. And then to that, I'm mixing it. I have leftovers. So part of this is going into my salad because you want these kind of shapes in your salad, right? But I'm gonna use part of that in here too. So don't worry about mixing up. These are both gluten-free and they kind of make your pasta exciting. I know that San Remo has so many beautiful shapes. My favorite is the bowl. I think the spirals, kind of like my hair, right? All right, so now what we do with this beautiful plate, there's the mix, already interesting, is we put our pesto. As I said, and by all means, add maybe a teaspoon or two of cocoa sugar if you like, although in this case, the cocoa cream. Oh my gosh, look at that. So beautiful. I'm gonna share this with you. Priceless. And look at that. Beautiful, creamy bowl of gluten-free malunggay pesto. I love it, I love it. So it's going to wrap around my gluten-free pasta really, really well. Of course, that's not done. You've got to have the cheese. We did make some topping for this. Hold on. As I said, you can use just mushroom for the vegans out there, right? Since we're going vegan. But you do want some laman in your pasta, right, guys? So there is our lovely, just simply, if you wanted to do chorizo, go. Lovely, right? All right, let me see if I can find some tomatoes because look at this beautiful dish. It's already gorgeous, but I want some tomatoes for color. And then, syempre, you can use either your grated cheese or your Parmesan. That's your call. I'm gonna drizzle some Parmesan on this. Ah, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, and let me see if I can find some kamatis. I want you to see the plating of this and how it pops. With the kamatis there, no? Always. Here we go. I do have some leftover tomatoes in the fridge from a cooking escapade or another yesterday. Whew. Et voila. There you have it. My beautiful bowl of malunggay pesto pasta with some chicken and mushrooms and tomatoes. It's all gluten-free. Enjoy.
Oh my God, Miss Sab, ang ganda ng color niya. I love the green, 'di ba? Talagang it's a really attractive shade of green. No artificial preservatives, no artificial coloring, just mother nature talaga, 'di ba? Is malunggay one of your favorite veggies?
Oh my gosh, super. It grows everywhere. It holds up to our various weather, different the weather. It rains, it's sunny. We have malunggay no matter what, and it's free. That's protein, that's calcium. I mean, I'm telling you, the zinc to fight virus, to keep your family healthy. And it's poor man's food, it's rich man's food, it's everybody's food. And so when God gives us stuff like that, oh boy, I just love it. I mean, and as you can see, Sabrina's kitchen here, she's not letting go of her malunggay.
Oh, alam mo, Miss Sab, ako rin eh. I always boil malunggay, tapos ginagawa kong malunggay tea, and I drink it throughout the day. So parang yun nga yung multivitamins din, diba? Very nutritious.
And you can see the glow. I can see the glow because that's skin food.
Yes. Oh, you mentioned also a while ago na favorite mo yung pasta shape na bow tie. Is there any other San Remo pasta shape that you like? Kasi it has over 20 pasta shapes currently.
Oh, I'm loving the spirals. I really love the spirals. The spirals get all that flavor around the pasta, right? So I kind of love the spirals too. They always make your dish look beautiful. The bows, the spiral, special. Always special.
Mm-mm. Okay, eto medyo tricky to. I have a beauty pageant question for you. Okay lang ba?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll put the
So
hat
as
on.
a, kailangan may ganyan, di ba? So as a former binibining Pilipinas, what is a fun pasta dish you can think of that would best represent the Philippines?
Oh, well, very definitely. I think what we made today, the malunggay pesto, absolutely. And I think gluten free, being that diabetes is one of our top problems in the country. I mean, over 50% of the Filipino people, I think even now, maybe much higher, has it. So gluten free pasta makes a lot of sense if you love your country and you love the Filipino people. Malunggay and gluten free, that's a very, very good dish. So the next time I'm in a beauty contest, I shall prepare
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yes. And alam ko you're a world traveler also. You travel a lot. You've also lived in Saudi Arabia for a time. Has this
Yeah.
influenced your cooking style?
Oh, absolutely. I love to use my spices. I layer my food with spices. I realize that when you switch up your spices, it's like traveling around the world. So that same chicken, which is adobo in the Philippines, can become a chicken shawi or a barbecue chicken from Egypt or from Lebanon or from Saudi Arabia. So those spices really, really influence me. Not to mention the fact that they lift your mood. They really, really bring color to your life and to your different
Mm-mm.
dishes, right? So yeah, very definitely I'm influenced.
Mm-mm. Thank you so much for sharing with us your malunggay pesto recipe. Now let's talk about your second dish. What is it?
All right. Well, I told you I love color. So we started with green. Now we're moving on to the Barbie doll colors of pink. It's a pink pasta salad. Of course, we're using the gluten-free pan, right? And this pasta salad is great because it's got beets. And beets is so good for the liver, to flush the liver, the kidney. It's, of course, Barbie doll skin food. Of course, it's got a beautiful color in your salad, and I'm introducing pineapple as well. I mean, introducing fruits, right? Some raisins, of course, parsley in there with your gluten-free pan pasta. So it's a beautiful pasta that children will love it, I promise. And I'm pretty sure the adults will really enjoy this as well.
Okay, it sounds very exciting. So let's see how it's made.
All right. So that malunggay pesto is done and it's crying out for me to have a bite. But I'm going to be patient. Let's introduce now my pink pasta salad. What do you think, Val? You're hungry na, no? All right. Anyway, we'll go to our salad and I'm going to talk about this salad because this is Barbie doll food, skin food, great for us. Basically, we are not cooking anymore. I am just doing assembly. So these are all my lovely ingredients, okay? And as I'm saying, look at these. Look at these beets, all right? Beets is skin food. So one of the things you must remember when you're doing beets, oh, it's so, so natural pink, and all that tells you about the nutrition, the fiber, the magnesium, and the potassium. It's umami, it's down to earth, so it's going to bring a beautiful flavor to our food. But please, by all means, mom, cut it in, don't cut it in half and don't peel it when you boil because the blood, the color will run out as well as the nutrition. So you want to keep the skin on when you boil your beets, okay? Promise, look at that. Okay, anyway, let's start to assemble. In a bowl, in a lovely salad bowl. So here's my bowl. I'm going to start to now put in my pasta. And I'm using a pen pasta, okay? I'm using a pen pasta for this. So you can use the spirals. Fettuccine won't do well with this because you want shorter chunks of pasta, right? And this happens to be the gluten-free, so we'll use the pen. So I'm probably using about 2 cups, a cup to 2 cups of pen pasta. And then I'm just throwing in pineapple. Again, what's going on? What am I doing? What I want to do is with that gluten-free pasta, I'm putting in all these beautiful flavors of sweet and sour, the crunch, the peppery crunch of celery. Wonderful, wonderful. This is like a Christmas pasta for me. A salad, it's gorgeous. It's really got all we need, you know. Now, if you wanted to introduce chicken chunks to this, go for it, right? You can as well, but that's about it. I'm gonna keep it vegan like that. And all I'm doing to this is introducing some cream. You can again use yogurt. You can use half yogurt, half mayo. Go for that. Just don't forget to salt and pepper, like me. I've got to do that now. But again, I'm using my cocoa cream. Again, it's gluten-free, so let's stick to that. And let's begin to mix. Oh, here we go. So just mixing this up. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those colors. Why am I using parsley? Parsley because it will hold up. If I use any other leafy greens, maybe like a mint or a spinach or a lettuce, it's gonna melt. It's gonna melt and disappear into this. But parsley really, really holds up. I know that we also have San Remo couscous. San Remo couscous will go super well with this as well. And there it is. Look at that, guys. My pink. Smelling divine. Pasta salad with all the goodness of carrots and celery. And of course, skin food, the beets, right? And then your gluten-free pasta. Come on. What's not to love about this salad? Then you garnish, of course. We don't throw away our celery leaves. I always like to garnish that. Again, don't forget to salt and pepper this. And there you have it. My beautiful bowl of wonderful pink pasta, gluten-free pen salad, right? What do you think?
Miss Sab, I think it's just perfect for now because we are 49 days away from Christmas. Ang lapit na. It's so near. So, Miss Sab, what was your inspiration behind this dish?
Well, definitely color. And, you know, the Artadis through the years, that's sort of a staple for us. We would replace probably the pasta with some kamote or potatoes as well. But I love this salad. Christmas is not Christmas without this pink pasta salad. So, yeah, definitely this season, the holiday season.
You know, Miss Sab, I can see that you're very family-oriented. Talagang yun yung center of your life. And I know your daughter is currently living in Spain. Paano yung relationship niyo now that it's long distance?
It's really tough. I tell them I miss them. I mean, my son's here, but he's in Makati, and it's just they have their lives, right? And I have a tendency to hover over them. I'm a little strong, a little controlling. So their being away is actually quite healthy for them. We moms have to remember we nurture them, we grow them, but we have to give them space. So that helps me accept that this is really a good situation. But I am makulit. I always go, hello, where are you? Communicate. I miss you.
So, paano video calls? Video calls na lang.
Oh, definitely Viber, a lot of Viber. Otherwise, it will be very expensive, right? So, yeah, a lot of Viber. And, you know, I'm going to be a Lola. I'm going to be a Lola, and my daughter's going to give birth.
Wow!
Anyway, so I'm just so excited.
Exciting. And you know what, Miss Sab, we have...
Santa's
Yeah,
giving me
so
a baby girl.
yay, congratulations. Super exciting.
Thank
That's
you.
the little Sab na, little Sab. Yes,
Yeah.
Miss Sab, we have a lot of questions and comments coming in, so I won't keep our audience waiting. Let's
All
go
right, go.
ahead and ask. I'll ask their questions. Okay, let me see, okay? Ang dami kasi, let me just run through. Okay, this is from Diana Beatima. With so many benefits of gluten-free pasta, does eating gluten-free pasta help me lose weight or will it help me gain more weight?
Oh, no, no, it won't help you lose weight. But I can tell you that if you stay sedentary and you don't move and you just eat, specifically food that's bleach food, white rice, sugar, sweets, donuts, junk food, you will gain weight. But if you choose what you eat and you have a balanced diet, your balanced diet. You're talking leafy greens, fruits, complex carbs, right? And a complex carb would be this gluten free as well, because gluten free and complex carbs fight depression, but it gives energy, right? So, no, you will not gain weight, but please remember to exercise, to walk, to stretch, and to thank the good Lord in the mornings, because positivity also gets that adrenaline going. Huh?
Mm. Okay, next question is from Ali. Which is better, sun-dried tomatoes or the fresh one?
Well, tomato is one of those rare vegetables that the more you cook it, the more the cancer fighting nutrients come out, right? So the tomatoes that you cook, those tomato sauces that you make, and then I know the Sanremo tomato sauces, these are way healthier than the raw tomato for some reason. This is rare because more often than not, most raw is best, right? We know raw is best. But in tomatoes, if you do the sun dried, somehow that sun drying does bring out the cancer fighting nutrients. So, yeah, go for the sun dried. Also, the flavor is quite intense, right? It's nice and lemony. It's beautiful. It's got a nice acid to it. Yeah.
So, okay, before we move forward to the next questions, of course, I would like to invite again our viewers to drop your questions for Miss Sab at the Q&A chat box. Okay, next question is from Moy. What beverage can I partner with those recipes that you mentioned a while ago?
Oh my! I don't really do soft drinks and packed juices, right? I do love the natural. So go for a calamansi, a natural calamansi, maybe rosemary, iced tea. So some nice
Mm-hmm.
homemade iced teas would be brilliant with these dishes. So we're on the healthy. Let's stay healthy. And for your sweetening, use some wild honey. Why not? Or use some cocoa sugar, right? Why not? But yeah, I would recommend those kind of lemon, a calamansi, throw in some rosemary, natural herbs like that, make it into a beautiful tea, add your honey, and oh boy, that's bagay na bagay yan.
Alam mo, Miss Sab, pag kinakwento mo yan, parang gusto ko nang pumunta sa bahay mo at makikain. Just
Well,
enjoy those dishes.
very
Yeah,
welcome.
okay.
Very welcome.
Thank you. Our next question is from Olivia Yo. Is it true that if I want to lose weight, I shouldn't eat carbs such as pasta?
Hi, Olivia. That's a very good question. As I was saying, when you eat, you have to move. We cannot be sedentary and sit down on our computer and our phones all day and expect to even eat diet food and lose weight. That's not the way it works. So, everything in balance. I'm really about balance and moderation. I don't like to go over vegan or over meat or over, what do they call that high fat, over keto. No, no, I don't believe in that. I believe in balance. So remember that when you want to stay healthy, you want to stay slim. Keep that. Now, your gluten free pasta naturally is going to help you keep on that level of a healthy weight, healthy life, no diabetes, no, none of these, especially when we get older. We really get all these high blood pressure, diabetes, things like that. So, yes, gluten free is a very good idea, but exercise, move. Okay.
Mhm.
Thanks,
It's
Olivia,
not
for
just
that.
one, yeah, it's not just one aspect. Di siya food lang. Holistic talaga.
No,
Mindset, what you're advocating, mindset, exercise, lifestyle, everything coming together.
Absolutely. Did you know that stress is the greatest cause of illness and disease? So I can be eating vegan and I can be having fruits and vegetables and malunggay, but if I allow stress to affect me, I'm hurting myself. So remove that stress and you know you can do it. It's your choice. Yeah.
Mm. Our next question is, what are the other Barbie food best with pasta?
Barbie food. So when I say Barbie food, I mean skin food, glam food, right? Things that give glow. I would say really definitely your greens. So you can do very parsley greens. You can do, so that would be a verde, a salsa verde with parsley and olive oil. So similar to what I did with my malunggay, you can do that with parsley as well. That would be a salsa verde. Just introduce your calamansi and garlic and all that. What else? So, okay, we have our greens, detox greens that are really good for you. Avocados and beets. I would love to combine that with some pasta, gluten-free pasta, and probably a balsamic olive oil dressing. Now, olive oil is very definitely Barbie doll skin food. In fact, my La Española olive oil I shower with. So both the basil and the lemon alternate, and that is my, yeah, I'm wet, right? So I put that on me,
Wow.
and that's my moisturizer, right? So these are
Correct.
all Barbie skin food to keep your skin supple and healthy. Yeah, thanks for that question.
Yes, thank you to Joel Juanito for that question. Alam niyo na yung tip to have that look, same glamorous and youthful look of Miss Sab. Our next question is from Sarah Salido. What's your go-to healthy pasta recipe?
Oh my gosh, you know me and malunggay, right? That is really it. Whether it's in a soup, I'll put that gluten-free pasta into my sabaw with the malunggay and probably add an egg in. Or I would go for these pastas. You can bake it, the lasagna, you can, but very definitely for healthy, I'm going to find greens. I'm gonna put that together into my sauce with some cocoa cream or yogurt, and that is really my thing. Of course, cheese, as you said, cheese on top, because
Mm,
it's got to be fun, right?
mm. Our next question is from Carlot. Does it matter how much water I use to boil pasta? And should I add salt to boiling water?
Well, you know, when you got good pasta like the San Remo, it's really easy. I mean, I'm terrible and I don't really follow rules. Sometimes I throw the pasta in, then I put my water in, and then I just work it out, right? Some people like it al dente. So after maybe less than 10 minutes, they'll pull out their pasta so it stops cooking. Some people, mostly in the Philippines, they like their pasta cooked well, soft. So when you bite onto it, there's not that much of a bite, right? So it really depends. But you must start with really good pasta. And the San Remo pastas make it so easy for you. It's not rocket science. You just make sure that you balance your pasta with your water, right? I mean, you can't boil a pack of pasta in, a third cup of water. You know what I'm saying? It's really simple. But adding salt, not necessary, really. After you're done, drizzle some olive oil to your pasta so that they don't stick together. But normally with San Remo, that doesn't happen. When you have a pasta with poor quality, then it's mushy and it sticks together. So it's really, really, really important. I tell you, when you go to the super or when you look online, there's so many choices, right? I want to help zero in on what's good. It's reasonable price and it's good quality pasta. That's San Remo.
Correct. At saka yung San Remo, it's been in the industry for over 80 years.
Mhm.
Oldest pa in this webinar. Siya yung pinakamatanda sa ating lahat. So we are assured of its quality. Okay, our next question, Miss Sab, is from Alisa. What other vegetables can we use as an alternative to your favorite malunggay as sauce to our pesto pasta recipe?
Really a lot of you know what talinum is? You know what talinum is? You can research it.
No.
Talinum
Okay.
is a fantastic green. I love it. It's a very pretty plant with a pink flower, and the protein of talinum is 50%. It's very high in zinc and magnesium and potassium, and when you must cook it. So I love to saute that with olive oil and garlic, right? A little bit of salt and pepper. I like to put that in my eggs, or if I'm going to put it in my pasta, just as is. So a lot of that talinum green, You can also do alugbati. Now, many of you are going to tell me that they don't like alugbati because it's gooey and sticky, right? The key is that when you're cooking your alugbati, you throw it in last and turn off the heat and just mix your alugbati up so it stays firm and crunchy. It doesn't become mushy. These are my favorites, the linum and alugbati, easy to grow and really beautiful plants. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can't see it, but it's just a beautiful alugbati vine. I talk about this all the time on my YouTube channel. So yes, I would go for talinum and alugbati. I would love it as a substitute as well to my malunggay.
Okay, we have a follow-up question from Carlot. Should pasta be rinsed after cooking to release excess starch off the pasta?
Okay, well, I guess different people, different strokes, different folks. I don't like to rinse anymore. I'll tell you why. In fact, the sauce, that water where that pasta boiled, I usually use that and put that into my sauce, whatever my sauce is, whether it's meatballs or something, because that starch, that slight starch, adds thickness and body to my laman, to my pasta laman. So no, I don't rinse anymore, but I guess it's up to you. But for me, less is better. Life is
Mm-mm.
complicated. Let's just keep it simple in the kitchen, really.
Okay. Okay, next question. So as a former Binibining Pilipinas, can you recommend some really fun pasta-filled diet tips to achieve a Binibining Pilipinas body? Kailangan ko yan. Anong tips yan?
Pasta. My gosh, you're so slim and sexy na. Ano ka ba? You obviously are doing something right. All right. Well, really, in the mornings, I'll tell you what I do. Right. In the mornings, I start with calamansi water. So before you take anything else, your first thing in the morning is calamansi in maligam-gam water, and you drink that. So that's gonna really alkalize your body. We all become extremely acidic as we get older, and acidity and cancer we don't want. We want to stay healthy, we want to have our glow, we want to fight all what's going on out there so we can save the world. Diba? As moms, we want to save the world. So yes, calamansi water morning. So what is that? 8 to 10 calamansi fresh squeezed in a glass of maligam-gam water. That is the first thing to touch your gut in the morning. And then after that, I'll have my kamote, my complex carbs, right? Kamote, saba, bananas. Oh, I love saba bananas. So that's how I have my breakfast. Eggs is crucial. And then I also have a lot of my turmeric and ginger, my salabat teas. So I boil that brew, and that's pretty much the basic. Of course, when it comes to eating, choose the right food. Choose the good food that's good for you. No junk food. No junk food. All right. And if you want to binge once a week, do the soft drinks. Okay, binge once a week, do the donuts, right? Do the junk food once a week. The rest of the week, eat right, love your body, be good to yourself. That's about it.
Okay, thanks for the tips. Okay, next question is from Olivia. What is the best way to tell that the pasta is done? And are specific sauces for specific pasta types only?
Well, not really, not really. Like I said, when I made the salad, if you're gonna do a salad, you want the shorter pastas, right? The chunky pasta. So you can use, of course, the pen that we used. You can use the spirals. You can use the bow. That would be for the salad because fettuccine hindi kind of not bagay, no? So your fettuccines, your spaghettis and all that. That's great with spaghettis, with meatballs, with that kind, no? That kind of a salad. Of course, your lasagna, pretty much the same. You can do your lasagna with almost any of these sauces as well. So there's really no science to it. And with regard to knowing when it's ready, of course, follow the instructions. That'll be your guide. And then you determine if you like it al dente. Then if the instruction says 10 minutes, probably go a little bit less than 10, maybe go 8, 9 minutes. Now, if you like it cooked well, go 10, 11. So that's up to you. But use the instruction as your base, as your guide.
Okay, so Miss Sab, this will be our last question. What are some of the advantages of cooking your meals at home? I know you love cooking at home.
Well, you know what's in there. Very important that we know what we're eating. right? And there's a lot of people that are compromising the value of their food so they can make a little more money. And it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. And it's really affecting the country and the situation of health. And, through this virus scare and what's going on now, we realize, oh my gosh, it's so important for us to be strong, to have a strong immune system. So cooking at home guarantees that. It's also, believe it or not, cheaper. People think when they buy junk food, nakakamura sila. No, no, no. One sandwich, one burger, it is quite expensive, right? And it's not healthy. It's not going to energy. It's going to bulk, stored fat. I could go on and on, Val. But please, and by all means, cook at home. And one of my biggest reasons for cooking at home is that bonding. That bonding with
Yes.
family. I really
Yes, yes.
want our Filipino families to remember how great when it was going home to their lola and the cooking and remembering their lola and their
Yes.
mama's recipes. Di ba? Di ba?
Yes, it's parang yung bottom line, it's still family bonding. Yes. So thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Thank you so much, Ms. Sab. And to all our viewers, thank you so much for all your questions. We've had some truly fun, pasta-filled discussions. And for more updates and promos, you can follow San Remo on social media. That's at San Remo PH for Instagram, San Remo Philippines on YouTube, and Facebook.com/San Remo Philippines. And now, I want to invite back Miss Sab. Yes, Miss Sab, I want to invite you back. I want to ask you to recap the wonderful dishes that you have demonstrated. So far, Miss Sab made two dishes. Pero, sige, later, let's see, no? Miss Sab has already left. But thank you again, Miss Sab. Again, I just want to recap it. She made two dishes. The first one is the malunggay pesto. And the second one is the pink Christmas pasta salad. Nako, sobrang sarap and perfect for Christmas. And of course, do follow Miss Sab's social media accounts. It's Sabrina's Kitchen and also on YouTube. She's very active posting videos of her recipes. So if nabitin kayo sa mga healthy recipes niya, just go to her social media accounts and of course to her YouTube channel, Sabrina's Kitchen. So again, thank you so much, guys. That wraps up the World Pasta Month celebration. Thank you once again to Miss Sabrina. A big virtual round of applause for you. And my dear friends, of course, don't forget to follow our social media accounts too. Thank you all for joining us. We've had a great month of wonderful, delightful, and delectable celebrations. World Pasta Month may be over, but we can make every day a pasta day for ourselves and for our families. This has been truly fun. I am your host, Valerie Tan, signing off. Thank you all and stay safe. Bye.